Hey Logi, welcome to Fun to Tester. In this, we are going to discuss first solid design principle, which is a single responsibility principle. So first, we will see what is the definition of a single responsibility principle, and then we will see if we have not implemented properly, then how it can violate the rules of a design patterns, and then we will see how we can implement correctly for a automation purpose. So let's go to computer screen. This is the definition of a single responsibility principle. It says a class should have only one reason to change, meaning it should have only one responsibility. This is the simplest principle, and it is saying a class should hold only one responsibility. For example, let's say I wanted to perform a multiple operations. In a automation, let's say we have a couple of functionality like a driver related functionality. So driver related stuff should go to the one class. Apart from the report related stuff or methods should go to one class. And then if we have a listener related data, so it has to go to one class. So similar way, we have to split the functionality. So in future, if there is some change or one functionality is broken, then we don't need to touch other functionalities, and for that functionality we have a dedicated class. So here we can see this is the invalid class responsible for a multiple unrelated task. So for example, I have created a one user class, and it is holding this class is holding a two responsibilities. One is a authenticate user and another is a send email notification. So for example, let's say I wanted to do the login, and then initially I wanted to authenticate the user. So for that I have created a one method which is holding a user management functionality, and another is a send email notification. So after executing entire framework, I wanted to send a notification to all the team members. So this is again send notification functionality. I have merged these two. This is basically violating a single responsibility principle. So what we can do is we can basically separate the classes. We can create a user manager, and apart from that we can create a email sender class. So this class now has separate functionality. If there is some changes in the authenticate user functionality, then we have to go to the user manager and then we have to update that method. Or for example, if there are some issues with the email sender function or email sending related functionality, then we should have a dedicated class. So like this we can separate the functionality. Let's say if we talk in terms of automation, so here I have created a separate classes based on the functionality. So first I have created a driver manager. It can have a only single functionality to manage a driver related stuff like a get driver or quit driver. If I wanted to make any enhancement, or if let's say in future I wanted to execute this class in a multi-threaded way or parallel execution I wanted to achieve, then I need to implement thread local or some other concept to execute my all the test parallelly. So only one class I need to enhance. I no need to touch to the another class. Similar way, I have created one more class which is a element helpers. Here I have added all the functionality related to elements only. So here I have element helper, and then find element, get element, and click on the element. So I have added only functionalities related to these three functionality only related to elements, web elements, and then report manager. So what are the data we are reporting, how we are opening the report, how we are logging the data, and how we are basically closing the report once we have added all the data. So based on that I have created a three methods, and all these methods related to report manager. So if there are some enhancement on a report functionality, then I need to go to this particular class, and then only I need to enhance the code. And one more example I have given, which is a test manager. So for example, let's say we are managing a test data, like again we can split this two data in an interface. We can implement multiple interface like XML data, CSV data, or JSON data. That we will discuss in the future. But as of now, assume we have only one type of data, which is a CSV data, and we are doing some adding or updating or deletion operations. And based on that, I have created one method which is a load test data. It will basically pick the data from a CSV file, and it will add some data, and then there is one more method which is a get data. So basically I have created a two method for a test data purpose only. So in future, if we wanted to do any enhancement for a test data, then we have to go to test data manager, and then we have to update this class or update the some logic for this particular class. So we are not going to touch. If we wanted to enhance something for a test data, then we are not going to touch report manager, element helper, or a driver manager. These class are already being tested and already live, and at many places this class are being used. So this is the beauty of a single responsibility principle. And if you wanted to consume all these methods, then I have created a test script. Basically, I'm going to create an object. So this is based on, again, in real world how we are going to use. But here, for example purpose, I have created an object and I have provided a hard-coded CSV file path, and then I'm performing couple of operations based on this driver manager, element manager, test data manager, and report manager. So like this, we can create a separate class for a dedicated functionality, and then we can use it in a test script or wherever we wanted to use this data. This is how we can implement single responsibility solid design principle. I hope this video is informative to you, and I request you to, if you have not split it, then it would be great that you can follow or you can implement solid design principle in your framework, and this will be helpful in an interview as well. So if you are planning to switch a job and you know design principles and design patterns, then it will be really beneficial to you, and especially if you have more years of experience. So I hope this video is informative to you, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in a comment section. This code is available on a GitHub. You will find a URL in a comment section. And don't forget to like and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe Fundu Testers. Thank you so much.